How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Old School Q&A summary. If you are enjoying this series, please remember to drop a like on the video. I'm just a humble like farmer tending to my crops. This week we had Mod Wolf hosting the Q&A, and he kicked off with a very quick reminder that the Theatre of Blood login screen competition ends today. And following on from that, he jumped straight into the questions. Sephiro07 asked why Vespula sometimes activates before someone has entered the room. Mod Ash explained that as soon as Vespula loads, the boss gets on with whatever she wants to do. He added that he's open to the idea of having the boss wait for players as a future quality of life change. David asked for the team's thoughts on Rag and Bone Man Part 3 with bones from bosses. The team weren't very keen on this idea. Deadvitu asked if there was any way to implement an anti-disconnection mechanic for hardcore Iron Men. Mod Kieran said that he isn't sure if this is possible. Mod Ash and Aiza added to this by saying even if it were possible, it would be exceptionally difficult to implement without opening the door for abuse. Randalicious asked the mods about their favourite part of their own contributions to the Theatre of Blood. Mod Aiza said writing the progress update blog. Mod Kieran said working on the final boss, Lady Verzik. Mod Ash said taking ideas/designs and turning them into actual content, then iterating and improving the result. And finally, Mod Go said the animations of Lady Verzik. BD asked if the top of the Theatre of Blood could become an agility course after A Taste of Hope, giving blood marks to unlock Black Graceful. Mod Aiza said that rates for the course would definitely need to be discussed, but he's not against the idea. Scurry asked if a right-click face option could be added to the compass to snap your camera to a specific direction. Mod Ash said that this is something he would be willing to add. Rub asked if the Theatre of Blood has been made more challenging since its original playtest, as some of the players invited said that it wasn't that hard. Mod Kieran said that it is definitely harder, and they've taken it to the next level with the feedback that those players provided. Marshall asked for the team's plans following the Theatre of Blood. Mod Kieran said that the team will be gathering at the end of June to discuss the next year of major releases. He also mentioned the unreleased proposals from last RuneFest, such as the Troll Quest and the Farming Guild. Mod Aiza added that the Bounty Hunter rewards and Rev rewards are also in the pipeline, and from here the discussion turned to death mechanics, and Mod Kieran spoke about the consensus from the recent death mechanics survey. He said that the leading solution was a grave system where your items stick around across logouts, updates, and even hopping worlds. The grave would appear where you died, lasting a set amount of time, with the survey showing that players were fond of a 20-minute timer. However, this timer would only tick down if you are logged in. This means that if you suffer a disconnection, you're not going to be any worse off. Mod Ash also said that there would potentially be some sort of penalty, with Kieran later clarifying this on Twitter as some kind of GP fee to get your items back. And finally, Ash said that if you were to die in an instance, rather than your items simply being immediately lost as it currently works, this new grave system would be able to put your items in a grave outside of the instance. Bentoki asked when the integrity changes proposed in March would be implemented, and Mod Ash said that this is one of the focuses for the team following the Theatre of Blood. A chat pleb asked if Raids 2 would punish people for not having a full team of 5. Mod Ash explained that Raids 2 does not scale for different party sizes. You'll be facing the same challenges regardless of the number of people in your party. Another chat pleb asked if the weapon reward from A Taste of Hope will be useful in Raids 2. Mod Kieran said that he can't see it being useful inside the theatre. Later on in the stream, he also said that silver weaponry won't be useful either. A player asked if the Theatre of Blood artwork could be released as wallpapers. Mod Aiza said that such a gallery exists and has been tweeted out by the Old School Twitter. Davis660 asked if the Agility Skill Cape perk could provide more daily uses, or an additional perk of never failing an obstacle. Mod Aiza said that he's not a fan of an additional perk or increasing the existing perk. Pinozzo asked if there were any parts of the game which are coded very well, rather than the spaghetti code we so often hear about. Mod Kieran said he was a fan of the Raids code created by Mod Ash. Mod Maz said Herblore, and Mod Ash said the Slayer assignment system. Riku asked if non-Iron Men could be allowed to visit an Iron Man's house. Mod Kieran said that they could do this, but Ash followed up by saying that the risk of getting it wrong and allowing Iron Men to somehow benefit from the presence of other players is a strong incentive to keep it how it is. Candy Clover asked if a permanent logfire could be added to the Corsair resource area. Mod Ash said that there is a town nearby and he wouldn't mind if a range appeared in one of the houses. Adamina asked if tar monster spawn locations could be looked at, saying that they can sometimes spawn in locations which make it impossible to chop the Suliasep. Mod Kieran said they would like to improve this, so hopping worlds is not the best solution. And at this point the stream moved over to Mod Ghost for the sneak peek of the week. This week he didn't show off anything new, instead he put together everything that he showed off in previous weeks to get everyone caught up just in time for the Theatre of Blood. He started off by showing the Maiden, then the Pestilent Bloat, followed by Sototseg, then the Nilochus, then Zarlopus, and finally Lady Verzik. Moving back into the questions, Eamon Morris asked if the Xerix amulet could get a unique animation or use the animation from the teleports on the Arceus spellbook. Mod Ash said that the Arceus spellbook animation could definitely be plugged in. A player asked if the Mayaki questline is needed to access the Theatre of Blood, and Mod Kieran said no, you just need access to Mauritania. However, A Taste of Hope does give you a direct teleport to the lobby area. The team were then asked how long they expect the first completion of the theatre to take following release. Mods Kieran and Aiza both guessed 3 or 4 hours. And the final question for the stream, Sir asked how each of the mods on the sofa feel about the current polling system. Does it hold them back, or do they appreciate the connection to the community? Mod Aiza said that he's not entirely happy with the system. He said that he would like to hide poll results prior to the conclusion of the poll. He also spoke about limiting voting on certain questions to the relevant portion of the community, but he also said that he can't think of a way to fairly draw the line between those different sub-communities. And at this point, Mod Surma of the audio team joined the stream to talk about the music coming with the Theatre of Blood. He mentioned that he and Mod Ian have created over an hour of audio as a part of the raid, coming in the form of 13 brand new in-game songs. As a part of this process, they even added a new sound to the sound bank, snippets of an opera singer. To finish the stream off, the team played the full audio track, which plays as you face Lady Verzik. If you are interested in listening to the full track, you can find a link in the description. And that is everything for this week. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, blah 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 blah. Goodbye.